Welcome, sister.
Welcome to MojoPlays, where today we'll be taking a look at 20 of the hardest items to get in the GTA series without cheat codes.
This is the scene.
Hogging all the action I see.
Before we get started, we post new videos all week long, so be sure to subscribe to MojoPlays and ring that bell to be notified about our latest videos. Phoenix, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. You'd think a slick muscle car like the Phoenix would be everywhere in San Andreas, but no. It doesn't spawn naturally anywhere. Unless you're lucky during a San Fierro race or know some tricks with import-export lists, you're out of luck. Even in the mission cutthroat business, it's only around for a second. Most players had to hijack it mid-race or glitch it in. To make matters worse, its design is sleek enough to make you want it even more. For a car named after a mythical bird, the Phoenix does a great job of staying dead and buried, unless you go out of your way to track it down. FBI Rancher, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The FBI Rancher has all the makings of a cool ride. Sleek, blacked out, and serious government vibes. The problem is, actually getting it is a nightmare. It only shows up when you've got a 5-star wanted level, and even then, good luck stealing it without getting filled with bullets. Sometimes it briefly appears in the final mission and vanishes right after. It's one of those vehicles that seems common on paper, but grabbing one and keeping it, that takes both luck and some serious getaway skills. And even if you manage to snag one, you've got to hope you can make it back to the garage without it getting wrecked. Romero's Hearse, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Driving a hearse around Vice City may be a bit morbid, but it's also surprisingly stylish. Romero's Hearse is one of the hardest rides to get. It only appears during the mission 2-bit hit and only as part of a funeral convoy. You've got one shot to hijack it, and if you miss it, it's gone forever. And no, it doesn't show up at the actual funeral home after the mission because of course it doesn't. Its quirky design and unique vibe make it a must-have for collectors, but nabbing it takes precision timing and maybe a quick save beforehand. BF Injection, Grand Theft Auto 3. The BF Injection might look like a fun little off-roader, but good luck finding it. It only shows up at night in one exact alley in Hepburn Heights, and only after you've completed Sayonara Salvatore. There's no dealership, no mission unlock, and no second chances if you miss the spot. Add in GTA 3's total lack of helpful map markers, and this thing becomes more myth than machine. It feels like Rockstar put it in just to see who was paying attention. And once you do find it, you'd better park it fast because it's easy to lose just as quickly. Rhino Tank, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Of course everyone wants the tank, but in Vice City, getting the Rhino isn't easy. Sure, you could try storming the military base, but unless you're bulletproof, that's basically a one-way ticket. The more doable but equally brutal way is collecting 90 hidden packages, which is basically a massive outdated scavenger hunt. Once that's done, it spawns behind the Vercetti estate. Finding all of those packages without a guide though, that's a test of willpower. The tank may be unstoppable, but earning it will push you to your limit. And once you get it, it turns Vice City into your personal playground of destruction. Sea Sparrow, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Do you want a helicopter with machine guns? The Sea Sparrow's your guy, but Rockstar makes sure you work for it. You'll need to collect 80 hidden packages across Vice City to unlock it. No cheats, no shortcuts, just a lot of searching rooftops and alleyways with no guidance. Once you finally hit 80, it spawns behind the Vercetti estate, floating on the water like a trophy. It's the kind of reward that feels awesome right after it drives you absolutely insane. Plus, it's one of the few choppers that you can land just about anywhere, making it practical if you don't lose your mind getting it first. Hot Knife, Grand Theft Auto 5. The Hot Knife is a car straight out of a 1930s street rod meet, and most players never even had a chance to own one. It was only available to players who pre-ordered the collector's edition of Grand Theft Auto 5. No pre-order, no Hot Knife. And even if you did get it, it wasn't just chilling in your garage because you had to go through extra steps to track it down. For car collectors, it's one of those elusive trophies. For everyone else, it's a reminder that sometimes money really does buy exclusivity. It's flashy, fast, and just obscure enough to make people do a double take. Bulletproof Patriot, Grand Theft Auto 3. A bulletproof SUV in a game where every encounter turns into a shootout sounds like a dream, but actually getting the Bulletproof Patriot is a whole thing. You had to complete the mission marked man, then grab the right version of the Patriot before it got blown up. Most players didn't even realize it was bulletproof until they lost it. You really couldn't tell unless you tested it. It's the ultimate example of a hidden gem hiding in plain sight. One moment you're driving a regular SUV, the next you're realizing you had something that could have made the game way easier. NRG 500, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The NRG 500 is sleek, fast, and an absolute pain to get. It's located on top of a parking garage in Eastern Basin, and getting to it early means trying to scale walls or use a helicopter. It does eventually unlock your races, but most players spent ages trying every trick imaginable to snag it early. When you finally pull it off, you've finally got your hands on one of the best methods of transportation in your possession. Its speed and handling make it one of the best vehicles in the game, and getting it before you're supposed to feels like cracking a code. Hellenbach GT, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories.
You idiots.
The Hellenbach GT sounds fake when you first hear about it, and honestly, it might as well be. It only appears in a few missions and rarely spawns otherwise. You can grab it during the Made Man mission, but you'll have to be fast and know where to look. With great speed, tight handling, and next to zero spawn chances, it's the kind of car that turns Liberty City completionists into full-blown urban hunters. If you miss the timing or don't know what to look for, the Hellenbach vanishes into rumor territory, making it a true prize for the ultra-observant. Railgun, Grand Theft Auto 5. The Railgun turns everything else into a Nerf blaster. It's ridiculously powerful, but good luck finding one. It was originally locked to the collector's edition or next-gen versions of GTA 5, and even then, you had to buy it at ammunition or find it at shooting ranges. Grand Theft Auto 5 made things even worse by tying it to limited time events or shop rotations. Owning it basically meant you got lucky or you got it early. And if you do manage to get it, you'll discover it's not just powerful, but it's a total showstopper. The kind of weapon that turns any skirmish into fireworks. Space Docker, Grand Theft Auto 5. The Space Stalker looks like someone tried to build a moon buggy out of scrap metal and then hid it behind one of the longest fetch quests in GTA history. You've got to collect all 50 spaceship parts around the map, and they're not marked. You either find a guide or spend hours combing the desert, and only Franklin can actually claim it. By the time you get it, you won't even care what it drives like. You'll just be glad it's finally yours. Its weird glowing parts and alien design make it a bizarre badge of honor in the car collector's lineup. Duke of Death, Grand Theft Auto 5. The Duke of Death is like a muscle car in Riot gear, and for a long time, it was only available to players who returned from last-gen versions of the game. Later, it was tied to a random ambush near the scrapyard. The problem was, if you died or missed the trigger, the event would vanish. Getting it meant surviving the ambush, grabbing the car, and escaping with your life, which for GTA is way harder than it sounds. Once you have it though, it's an unstoppable tank on wheels that practically dares cops and rival players to try you. SWAT Tank, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. The The SWAT tank only shows up once, and that's during the mission Sir Yes Sir, then disappears right after. If you want it, you have to break the game a little. That means stashing it in a garage mid-mission or pulling off some wild tricks to glitch it into your collection. Rockstar clearly didn't want players to keep it, which only made people want it more, because nothing says GTA like stealing a mission-only tank and calling it a win. And once you've got it, Vice City becomes your personal warzone playground, where traffic laws cease to matter and chaos reigns. Kraken Submarine, Grand Theft Auto 5. The Kraken is a slow, hulking sub that's nearly impossible to unlock. You have to finish the wildlife photography challenge, which means finding and snapping 20 specific animals, none of which are marked. Oh, and this was only added in an update and wasn't even on every platform. Once you finally earn it, the Kraken handles like a school bus underwater. But hey, exclusivity has its price. Despite its sluggishness, it's great for exploring underwater wrecks, and it's a badge of honor for those willing to grind for the obscure. Just don't expect it to win any races unless you're racing seaweed. Still, for completionists and ocean explorers alike, it's a weird but satisfying reward. Go Monkey Blista, Grand Theft Auto 5. The monkey-themed compact car is one of GTA Online's rarest and weirdest vehicles. You had to photograph 50 monkey graffiti tags across the map, which were tied to a character transfer bonus for older consoles. If you didn't transfer, tough luck. The people who did, however, got a strange little car as a reward for wasting hours squinting at walls. Still, it's rare, so that's something, right? And let's be real, pulling up to a shootout in a car covered in cartoon monkeys is a flex few can match. It's goofy and a perfect reminder of how absurd GTA's collectibles can get when they really want to. Epsilon Robes, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Welcome, sister. Welcome. You see...
You know what's harder than surviving 5 stars in GTA? Joining a fake cult. The Epsilon questline in GTA 5 is one of the most bizarre things in the series. You have to walk through the desert for 5 real minutes, donate tons of in-game cash, and complete missions that feel like satire on side quests. If you make it through, you're rewarded with some light blue robes and the quiet shame of having actually done all of that. But hey, enlightenment and good fashion don't come cheap in Los Santos. It's a joke reward, sure, but one that takes serious commitment to unlock.
Kiflam!
Clown Van, Grand Theft Auto 5. The Clown Van is so rare it feels like an inside joke. It can't be bought, found in free roam, or unlocked like normal. It only appears in director mode or through Rockstar's internal events. Unless you work there or catch one through a mod or glitch, you're probably never getting it. It's the kind of thing that's so dumb and so hard to find, it's almost impressive. You can't even take it seriously, which somehow makes it even more desirable for the chaos-loving GTA crowd. It's a silly vehicle that became a symbol of ultimate rarity just by how locked away it is.
What miracle did you want me to perform?
Dodo plane, Grand Theft Auto 3. The Dodo barely flies, like it technically leaves the ground for a second. Rockstar nerfed it so hard that just staying airborne feels like beating a boss. It spawns at the airport and handles like a rock, but if you're determined and probably a little unhinged, you can make it fly just long enough to say you did it, and then crash it immediately after. Still, even the shortest flight feels like a victory when you're dealing with a plane that wasn't really meant to fly. Taming it requires precision, patience, and a whole lot of trial and error. Bulletproof Admiral, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. This is the crown jewel of GTA collectibles. The Bulletproof Admiral only shows up in the mission Guardian Angels, and if you don't know how to manipulate the mission, you'll never get it. It's bulletproof, explosion-proof, and even melee-proof, but it doesn't respawn, and there's no second chance. It's like Rockstar knew how overpowered it was and said, fine, you can have it, but only if you really know what you're doing. For hardcore players, owning it is like having Excalibur in sedan form. If you've got it parked in your garage, you've earned your place in GTA legend. Which one of these many items did you find to be the hardest to obtain? Be sure to let us know in the comments.
Welcome, sister. Welcome. You see,